So it's been a long 2 weeks. Gave you guys an assignment, per the man upstairs, that we gotta see if it's worth investing in solar energy or not. So Karam, an economic specialist, tell me, what have you found?
So as far as economics is concerned, solar energy impacts the economy significantly. One aspect is trade and commerce. Using solar energy will create interstate communication that will stimulate the economy, create jobs, while also boosting economic output because the input is unlimited. Here's one example. Between 2006 and 2007, the solar energy industry grew 125%, and they were only using 2% of solar energy. Only 2% of an energy resource that is practically unlimited. So using solar energy will create new jobs, use the sun to make money by creating a high profit and high revenue with low economic input. The exponential creation of solar jobs creates new work sectors. It raises the employment rates, promoting the currency while also expanding the domestic company in the United States.
So how will this make us look good as a country? What's it gonna do for America?
Well, according to the Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design of all renewable energy resources, solar energy is the most abundant and is core to the energy security and independence of the United States. So using solar energy will leave us independent without being dependent to countries abroad.
So we know it's gonna create jobs. How is it gonna affect the environment? I know Brittany, you're the environmental expert. You did some, research on all this. Tell me more.
Well, for one, if we were to invest in solar energy, we would reduce a lot of air pollution that is in the environment at the moment, because unlike fossil fuels, we're not emitting any greenhouse gases, which are burning a hole in our ozone layer, and it's not going to contribute to global warming. And also, we're helping out by not deteriorating our landscape. Unlike coal mining and strip mining, they deteriorate our landscape, and by that, they are also emitting more gases into the environment.
So how does this compare to other forms of renewable energy, such as nuclear, hydroelectric power, and what's the other one?
Wind turbines.
And wind turbines, yeah.
Well, for all of them, solar energy is the most inexpensive because it's free, and it's also more environmentally friendly. Unlike wind turbines, they're not consistent, and they also have a damage to the wildlife. They do kill birds. And for nuclear power, it's one of the most dangerous because the byproducts are very hazardous and they have to be stored properly. If they were to leak out, they can kill lots of wildlife, and even cause damage to humans. And hydroelectric power, even though we have our reservoirs already of hydroelectric power, they do cause some sort of damage to our aquatic marine life, and they also will not benefit. They won't give us any benefit when we have droughts.
Okay.
And in conclusion, basically, we should invest in solar energy because not only are we creating more jobs for our fellow Americans, we're also saving the planet and making our environment a friendlier and healthier place for our future generations.
Okay, very nice. So King, my tax specialist, tell me how the government is helping people out with this. I know they got something out there, some sort of tax incentive. What is it?
I think it'll be a great investment for Global Tech to invest now in solar energy because beginning in 2008, federal and also local state level have made a big implementation for this push for solar technology. Okay, currently when we look at states of Massachusetts, they have actually yielded $68 million in rebates. When you look at state of New York City, also they actually had a tax credit for $2 million per building installation. So if you want to diversify your funds, you have definitely the capital to do so. We have a great research team that can work, and it'd be a great incentive for you to put your money into this technology. We're moving from renewable energy, which is very popular today in this country, that'll be able to help the American people save a lot of monies in their businesses and also in office buildings, which actually is the financial capital of the world.
So you're telling me we could start hiring contractors right now, and as long as we're keeping it under $2 million a building, we'll be making money.
Correct.
Okay, so my foreign liaisons, tell me, what did you find on your adventures to the unknown?
We went to Tunisia, which is a country in the Maghreb region in North Africa. It's the smallest country there by land, and basically they've been overlooked for a long time. They have been considered a weak country, so they've been spending a majority of their investments in becoming a solar-dependent country. So for years they've been trying to eliminate the usage of fossil fuels and to bring down the price of oil. And as of right now, their current oil production is about 97,000 barrels of oil. So they're continuously trying to bring that down. They want to make other countries fall into suit. And right now they've implemented 2 specific projects. One is a 3-year plan, one is a 4-year plan, which Yomira is going to go more into detail about.
Well, Tunisia implemented 2 programs that would be in favor of sustainable energy. They have reduced the demand of primary energy, which of course is oil and fossil fuels. And they've also created a low carbon economy due to the decrease of energy use. It has avoided emissions. But the first program was a 3-year program, and it was created due to the increase of international market, so it's the world energy costs. In the 3-year program, Tunisia was able to install 120,000 meters squared of solar water heaters around residential areas, along with distributing 1 million energy saving lamps. With this program, instead of spending too much of the government's budget, Tunisia used private sector funding. So that's what we could use for like our funding as well. The 4-year program, which is the second program, was initiated shortly after the 3rd-year program to continue the sustainable energy policy. With this program, there was an installation of 480,000 meters square of solar collectors, and based off of the 3-year program, they decided that 2 million energy-saving lamps would be distributed yearly instead of just 1 million every 3 years. Over 20,000 housing units received roof installations, and so have 1,500 sector buildings. So based off of these 2 programs, we could benefit by using similar programs, and that's what we gathered in Tunisia.
Well, hello everyone. I just wanted to recap from our meeting the other day. Just quickly go over, what was said, and I've been thinking about it a lot. I want to show you this new thing that I came up with regarding what we talked about. So, as Karam said, basically the economy right now only uses 2% of solar energy. So there's a lot of growth in that sector. As Brittany said, compared to other renewable sources of energy, solar energy is the most practical. It doesn't kill birds like wind energy, and you don't need a river like with hydroelectric power. And then, as our tax specialist said, New York, for example, gives $2 million per building for each installment of PV products. And then finally, our ladies who went to Tunisia, that they basically told us that country is a perfect example of an all-encompassing approach to including solar energy in people's homes, businesses, and just really investing in solar energy. And it basically showed the benefits of that and how it really helps grow the economy and creates lots of jobs. So I wanted to show you something I've been tinkering with in my spare time. This is a little solar panel I made up with, and I know we were talking a lot about buildings and such, but this is something that could be used in cars. You could charge your battery in your car. You could even this thing is so advanced that it could run your car without your motor actually being on. So it's very just something cool, and this is a good starting point for us, to figure out how to make the most efficient panels, and just, it's a good place to start without investing too much money in the project. Thank you for your time. Hope to see you all on Monday, bright and early, when we figure out the next step in our project, and it's been good talking to you guys, so see you later.